This is the Mariah Report. News, pop culture, and all things Mariah Carey.
Hey, welcome back. It's the Mariah Report. I'm Martin Burgess.
And I'm Dan Enriquez.
We're back in the same room.
Yes, hello.
What's up?
You have made it back finally from the New York City.
It let me go, finally.
Yes. You almost like were traveling back over here like with Mariah. Because she's in LA too now.
Oh, yeah. She was in New York when I was in New York, and now she's over here.
I know. And we got, oh my God, we have so much to talk about. I didn't even know that we were going to have this much to talk about.
So many unexpected moments happened.
Exactly. Mariah was hitting the streets over there in New York, and now she's hitting the streets over here.
Hitting the stage. Hitting things all over.
I love it. So we have a jam-packed show for you, but welcome back. Welcome back to LA.
Thank you. You know, when I left New York last year, I guess it's been a year since I left, really. I was in a bad mood about the place. You know, it was the pandemic and I was living there too long. Just wasn't in a good situation. And this trip was actually sort of healing because I had a good time. It sort of wooed me back in. And so I had a great time. So happy to be back in LA as well.
Yes. I mean, the thing about New York is it's just so lovable. Like, it's addictive almost.
When it's lovable, but when it's bad too.
Oh.
Like the winter.
I think I'll always have like a love-hate relationship with New York, you know?
That's the thing. When you live there, that's what happens. I think when you're a visitor, you find the lovableness of it all.
Yeah.
When you know you're leaving.
We'll see what it's like when I go back there, which is gosh knows when, but eventually I will.
Okay, well, the thing is, like, it's very different from when we were there too.
Oh.
Very overpriced, very expensive now. I think our favorite things are all shut down.
Oh, no.
Basically, it did feel like a different city.
Well,
in some ways. But then uptown, like 125th Street and like Lenox, that was a whole new vibe. So maybe it's moved.
Okay.
So like sort of east-ish, not all the way east.
All right.
Had some good times up there. Mariah's family church, that region.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm very familiar. Very familiar. I love it over there. You know, I still like follow a lot of like community like Facebook groups and stuff like that from my old neighborhood.
Right.
And I see all kinds of new things popping up, little restaurants, little shops and this and that, or down by like 125th by the river on the west side.
Yes.
That whole area is like totally new.
Oh, yeah.
Because like they like that
under the bridge.
Yes, under the bridge.
Yes.
Because that grocery store was there, but now it's not there anymore.
The Fairway, that's where I got COVID.
Oh, really?
The original one.
Oh, you just
allegedly.
Picked it up. You just picked it up off the street over there. Okay.
I could tell that was like, you know, when you just know that's the spot. Because, you know, when I was in there getting groceries, it was in that time before they said wear masks, or they're saying don't wear masks. And I could see the workers were sick, coughing, splattering. I was like, this is it. This is where, this is the moment.
Girl, that'll do it.
And I got it.
That'll do it. I love that little area down over there by the water.
Super
they got
cute.
that ship on the dock over there. You can go on it, and it's like a little bar, restaurant.
I used to live right by there on like 142nd, I think I lived, or 141st. And
really?
Riverside, when I first got to New York, it was one of my first apartments. So I used to walk down there all the time. I was broke, so I used to just walk around and check it out.
Yes, honey.
Hang out.
Walking.
That was my entertainment, walking around looking at things.
Walking, girl. Walking. I feel like I'm such a I'm like a lifetime walker. Like I have a car now and like I want to walk to Target and I'm like, why? Target is like a 15-minute walk from here. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm just going to walk. I could just get in the car and be back in 10 minutes.
With these prices of gas?
Okay, true.
Walk. Stick to walking.
True. No, but I love a good walk. Do
you know what's weird about New York? So about this trip is something happened. I fell in love with the song Where I Belong, the Busta Rhymes song.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It just somehow started clicking with me and boom,
okay.
I'm in love.
It's the vibe.
It's a whole vibe.
It's the vibe.
I've been playing it on repeat. It took a while. God. How long has it been out? A couple of years now?
Oh, no. It's only been like maybe a year.
No.
Yes.
What year is this?
I don't know.
I feel like it's been longer than that.
Well, because when you were just saying, oh, you know, basically you and I moved out here a year ago.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been here for 10 years.
Right.
Girl, I have just so much has changed that I feel like it's just been such an extended amount of time that I've lived here. But it's really only been 14 months. which
yes,
is nothing.
Yes, you came out before me.
Yeah. And so you've been here just 12.
July 4th is my anniversary.
Oh,
Less
is
than
that?
12. Well, this week.
Yeah, that's right here.
Yeah, this week.
Here we are. Look at that. But I don't know. I just feel like there's been just so much change that it feels like it's been longer than a year. I feel like girl, time is flying.
I know.
Time is flying.
It's wild.
Anyways, let's get into what Mariah's doing. Now, last week we were talking about the Bros movie, right?
Right. She was in the streets.
Yes, in the streets, cute.
In New York.
All loved
Yes.
loved it with Billy Eichner and whatnot. And there was some rumors floating around that her Heartbreaker song was going to be in the movie, but we did not have that confirmed yet. However,
But we were suspicious because it was getting used in like social media moments, right?
no, I don't think we've heard it.
No, I think I saw someone do a story, like maybe it was Billy or someone used. No, didn't she use it as like a promo clip?
Maybe.
It was the remix, Heartbreaker remix, club mix.
Yes.
She,
maybe. I don't think
Well,
I've
I saw
seen
that
any.
myself.
Okay.
I saw that with my
It
eyes.
could be out there, yes. But I think Billy has officially sort of made it a thing that it's going to be used at a very pivotal moment in the movie.
Now, do we know if it's the regular version or the club mix?
I think it's the club mix because I think there's a time when they're in the club and like I think that's when Billy like meets that guy.
Oh.
Did you watch the trailer?
I did.
Okay, so like he meets the guy in the club.
I did, yes.
I think that's when it's going to be used
Oh,
or something like that.
interesting.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm excited to see the movie. It looks super cute.
Yeah, totally cute.
Yeah. And if Mariah's a part of it, sign me up. But I love how her music is now making its way into like movies and all that kind of stuff. Even commercials,
Yes.
everything.
It's being used. Like fantasy is getting used in the, what was that, Ryan Reynolds? What's it called?
Free Guy.
Free Guy.
Yes. And Always Be My Baby and Always Be My Maybe.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, all of that.
She's making money.
Girl, that's what you got to do with these things.
Yeah.
And I used to be so like, I don't know, irritated that she wasn't putting her music in any of movies or they weren't putting it in like the latest, commercial or Super Bowl commercial. But now I think she's very smartly choosing where she's putting her music. And I love it. So
I agree.
I can't wait to see the movie.
Speaking of fantasy,
Yes.
we have a little Funko toy.
That's right.
A new one.
Okay, so Funko is like the little dolls, right?
Little collectible dolls.
How big are they?
I think,
Like that?
I don't know, they look squishy. Squished.
I thought they're plastic.
Squished down, I mean. Like squished. They look little.
They look like cubes to me, but okay.
Yeah.
But we've had one for Merry Christmas,
Right.
which was good and popular, and now we're doing one with fantasy.
Okay, well, what I like is that we are getting this other action from Mariah, the fantasy, the Heartbreaker, and stuff getting used. So we're getting other stuff outside of Christmas is happening, thank God.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I do love that. I love when Mariah is appreciated outside of Christmas. Honey, because these people... Like, we're going to talk about the BET Awards later, but I was scrolling through the social medias, of course, and somebody was like, oh, do you know what it takes to unthaw Mariah before Christmas? Like, they put a lot of effort into getting her there. And I was like, you're shady, but that's also funny.
Oh,
so
man.
we love it. We love it. I love seeing Mariah out there. And I like when the general public, because I don't know, like Funko is like a collectible toy, right?
I think people who are into like the anime and the Pokemon and like that stuff, they're into it.
Yes. Not my crowd, but I'm glad Mariah's there for them.
It's a thing.
It is. It is.
Comic book people, Comic Con, those
Okay.
folk.
Yes. All that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
feel that.
they're
I
into
feel
it.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's a crowd.
How much does one of those little things cost?
I think it's like $40 or less.
$40.
There's a range. Apparently, like there's some that are worth hundreds and hundreds. They're collectibles.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I guess if I'm thinking Beanie Baby when I think of them. Well, how like the
Yes.
Beanie Babies were like very Did you have those growing up?
I never bought them, but I've seen multiple YouTube documentaries about the phenomenon of the Beanie Baby.
I think I had a couple Beanie Babies, but like they were in no way, shape, or form collectible. Because bitch, something was happening with them. Tossing over here, throwing it at your brother, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, now I feel like the Funko is sort of like the new generation of that. So like you want to like save it in the box and everything. And then maybe one day it'll be worth something.
I think that's the plan.
I think that's the plan. All right. Well, good for them. They got a new little Funko toy, honey.
Yeah. Well, I imagine at some point Mariah fans in the future are going to be like, oh, I want that Funko. And they're not available. Our today, us had them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Should we be buying those?
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, wait a minute. Do we need one?
And are they fungible?
Oh, honey. So wait, I think they are fungible.
Because we can exchange them for money? No, they're replicated.
You can substitute it with another one.
Okay.
Because there's so many of them.
Yes.
It's substitutable, which is what I learned. While you were over there in New York, I went to the soccer game and I got so much sun and I loved it. And I learned a little bit about fungibility from my friend also named Martin. Uh-huh. And he said it's substitutability.
That makes sense.
What it is.
That makes sense.
And now I get that.
Yes.
Because some things cannot be substituted.
Yes.
But a Funko toy can be substituted because there's...
If you lose it, you can get another one.
Yeah. Unless there's like a limited edition or like just like a limited number. But still, if there's 5,000 of them,
they're around.
They're around.
Yeah.
So it's fungible.
I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Anyway, so that's available if you're into that.
I love it. I love it.
Toy. How many more did we have? Was there 2 Christmas ones or one other one? There's 2 others, aren't there?
I think there's only just one Christmas one. Were there 2?
I think there's 2 of them. 2 Christmas ones.
Oh, Lord. We're way behind in the times then. This is going to be her 3rd?
I think it is.
Oh, wow. All right. Well,
I don't know. Funko fans, tell us.
Oh, I'm sure they'll let us know.
Please.
They will let us know.
Well, make sure also, actually, can you please tell us for real? And make sure you're following us at The Mariah Report on the socials, Twitter, Instagram. And if you haven't done so yet on your podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, hit follow. And so you get new episode alerts from us. And that also helps the show grow, helps the algorithm. And help us out. Our YouTube page is almost at 1,000.
Yes.
Yes.
Now you can see us here over in this pink yet lavender room.
We're working on the, what do you call it? The vibe, I guess.
Yes. But we're here. We're over here on the YouTube for you. So
please hit subscribe. It makes a difference for us.
And like. You got to like. They say you got to smash the like.
Smash that and leave a comment. Tell us about the Funkos, please.
Exactly.
All the things. Help us out, please.
Yes, please do. Please
we need
do.
it. We need it.
Okay, so when Mariah was over there in New York, she also did the Songwriter Hall of Fame, which we discussed and we talked about the speech and all of that. But we just recently got sort of new BTS behind the scenes photos.
Official. Mm-hmm. From Getty Images.
Yes. And it's of her holding the award.
Yeah. And she changed outfits.
Yes, and I think the outfit, she should have just wore that.
Same.
So, casual, cute.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
Here to collect my award.
Yes, collect her award and go home, girl.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But do we know what designer that dress was? Was it a Cavalli or?
It looked like
I think it was a Cavalli.
Like a Cavalli.
Maybe it was a Cavalli.
But like a nice silk moment that she's been giving us a lot of lately. Mm-hmm. Black on the top, leopard on the bottom.
There you have it.
Looks great.
No more needed.
Yes.
Girl, throw a little leopard in there. Done. So I do love that we're getting sort of new photos of that and having an actual photo with her in the award is great because a lot of the photos we've seen were just her at the podium. Mm-hmm. So it's just good to see her like with the award because when she was at the podium, you really couldn't see anything. You couldn't see the dress. You just see, the neck up and she had the glasses on and stuff.
And everything was like far away photos.
Yeah, exactly. So I love that we have that little moment.
Yeah.
Songwriter.
That's the one you frame.
Yes, of course. Uh-huh. I bet they're going to use that. The Songwriter Hall of Fame people are probably going to use that for like, the website. All their official things and stuff like that. So you need like that actual photo.
True.
But yeah, Songwriter Hall of Fame. Speaking of songwriter though, now you might have to fill me in on this because I'm not a Spotify person, but Mariah the Spotify just came out. Tell me what it is because I thought it was just an article of her, talking about her songwriting, how she writes songs and things of that nature. But it's more than that. It's like it's a playlist.
So she was on a podcast, which I'm forgetting real quick. What was it called?
Notable,
talking about songwriting and, her catalog and her process, et cetera, because Spotify has released a playlist called Written by Mariah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to pull it up so we can go through the list together.
Okay.
Because here's the gag. It's not just her album tracks. There's also songs that she has written from other people, or they used a sample of hers that's in the list. So there's other people included.
Okay, so now hold on one second. So Notable is a Spotify podcast.
Right.
Okay. Because Mariah on her story posted little clips of her talking. Is it a whole podcast or is it just clips? Because I read an article and it was just a basic interview. Question, answer. But now I see that Mariah answered them vocally and it's not just written.
True, yes.
But is it a whole podcast episode?
I think it is. I saw the clips and I read it too.
Oh, see, I might have to listen to the whole podcast though. Or
I know. Sometimes I just read it and,
Well, as I read everything, I was like, oh, there's only 5 questions here.
Yeah.
But anyways, so let's see what the playlist is.
Okay, well that's coincide with the playlist. So if you go to Spotify, type in Written by Mariah, and then this comes up. So it's basically whatever she penned.
All right.
Yeah. But this
what are tell me some notable ones.
Our regulars are in there.
Okay. The Always Be My Babies, the All I Want,
All the friends, all our
the
friends.
We Belongs.
But here's what here. Let me tell you about other people are in there.
Okay, let's see.
So Bryson Tiller, a song called Don't.
Okay.
Now I listened to it. It was he starts singing a little bit of Shake It Off. You see, so it's not an original Mariah song, but Shake It Off.
But yeah, because she's the writer of that.
Yeah. Emotionless, Drake's song.
Oh, yes. A
song called Say You Do.
Did you listen to that one?
I have not yet.
Who's the artist?
DJ Fresh, Imani Williams, and Sigala.
Okay. Interesting. Now, but these seem like they're just songs that have sampled Mariah, though.
But she wrote the sample.
Well, yes, she wrote the sample. But I mean, there's also songs that Mariah has written full songs for other people.
We'll get there. Calm down.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
We're working through the list. There's a song called Like Mariah featuring Tyga, Fifth Harmony.
Oh, I love that song.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cute
We know
one.
that song. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, I bop to that.
Feel Away featuring James Blake and Mount Kimby, I believe.
Oh, I don't know that one.
We'll have to investigate that.
Yeah.
That's right. Go check out the list.
I want, but I can't get this on the app. I have Spotify on my computer though, right? I think I do.
You can, I guess. A song called Head Over Heels.
Oh, yes. From Allure.
Uh-huh.
Love that one.
But I don't know if it's Allure singing it. It says Sultan plus Shepherd and James Rowe.
Oh, then maybe it's not the one I'm thinking.
Hiroe by Il Divo.
Oh.
They've done Hiroe.
Oh, I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So
I might
a lot of things.
Gems.
Another Head Over Heels.
Is that one by the Lure?
No.
Oh.
Wait, there's Where Are You Christmas is in here.
Oh, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the songs.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Because I think people know that song because the movie.
Right.
It's
exactly.
so popular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loverboy. So Lonely is in here. In the mix. This is actually a really good list now that I'm looking at. Someone to Hold, Trey Lorenz.
Oh, yes.
Trey Lorenz in there.
Love a classic Trey Lorenz moment.
And I'm going to say that's it, but there's definitely more in here. Because I was digging all the way down. Oh, He Carves the Best Roast Beef from The Grinch Christmas. She wrote some music on that.
Really?
Yes. I think that was the one I wanted to...
Interesting.
Help Me Find a Way to Your Heart, Daryl Hall. She's credited for that.
Girl.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
There For You, There For Me, Jodie McBrayer. Uh-huh.
I might have to check some of these out.
I Lose Control, Penny Ford.
Okay, yes. Now, wait. Now that's an interesting one because I think Mariah has a version of that one, and it reminds me. We're going to take a break in a couple of minutes, but I think I Lose Control. Someone please correct me if I'm wrong because I probably am, but I think that was one of the songs she recorded for her debut album, and they wanted it to be a single or something.
Oh.
But instead they like scrapped it or something and then eventually gave it to Penny Ford. And I recently came across like a clip of it from somewhere. And I was like, I cannot imagine this being a single from Mariah's debut album. I just can't. But I bet she obviously probably has a recorded version of it. And I'm sitting here waiting for the Rarities Part 2.
Well, apparently she gives you what you ask for these days, like Runway.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. With some patience, you shall receive.
Exactly.
But before we go to a break, there was another clip that I saw about Narda Michael Walden, who wrote I Don't Want to Cry and a couple other songs on her debut album, was doing a podcast recently. And he was talking about how amazing Mariah is to work with. And they wrote like 4 songs together. And there's one that like it wasn't released and it's still sort of like in the vault. And they're thinking about getting back together and maybe releasing that one day. It was very interesting. How he was explaining how, Mariah writes all her music and stuff. It's very good. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways.
She's a songwriter.
Honey, that's what she does.
Yeah, did you know that? Apparently people don't know that.
Well, as a songwriter, people should know that. But all right, let's take a quick break.
Let's.
And we will be back talking about the BET Awards.
Hey listeners, this podcast is made possible by the generous support of our Patreon members.
And you can become a Patreon member for as little as $5 a month. Cancel anytime. You'll get exclusive access to bonus content like our after show, where we get into all kinds of other hot topics and fun shenanigans.
So if you cannot get enough of us and this show, head over to www.patreon.com/The Mariah Report and join in the fun today.
The link is in the description below.
And we're back.
Yes, welcome back. And now the time has come for all the Mariah in the streets over here in LA.
Yes, she left New York, came to LA, surprise after surprise was happening.
I know, right?
Yes.
Just like in New York, like we didn't know that any of this stuff was coming up other than the Songwriter Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. So she comes over here to LA and she's immediately on the stage. And then 2 days later, she's on the stage with the mic. Mm-hmm. Girl, you almost can't handle it.
Too much was happening.
It's too much all at once.
I know.
But I love it. This is what we sort of have been waiting for.
Exactly. We've been asking for these moments. Okay, so moment number 1, she was presenting an award to Floyd Mayweather. Mm-hmm. So we see her, she gets on the stage with Tiffany Haddish, who we love.
Yes, I don't know if we love her, but she's in the Christmas special, so
she narrated our Christmas special. So we know her.
We know her.
Wait, we don't love her?
I don't know. I've heard things.
Like what?
I don't know.
Like
girl, we have to talk.
Wait, tell me now.
I don't know.
Is she problematic?
Maybe. That's why I'm like, I don't know.
Who isn't?
I don't know. But exactly. Anyways.
Okay, well, they're on the stage together now. And so Mariah and her are doing jokes, I guess. Fun to see Mariah joking around.
Yes, they were laughing and all those things. I saw small clips, but I saw a bunch of photographs. Mm-hmm. So it was cute. Cute moments. She looked great. A little, what do they call that? Like an LBD?
Yes.
A little black dress.
Yes.
Loved it. She looked great. That's what I like. She wasn't like too done up. She wasn't too glam.
Yeah.
She was like the perfect sort of,
This is what I
natural.
Yeah, but here's what I don't like about the big gowns, the Christmas Part 2 gown, the gown and train, the whole mess, is that she can't move. I like when she wears something that is movable.
Yes, absolutely. We do love that.
Because then I feel comfortable.
Yeah, and we know nothing is going to happen. There's going to be no
toppling
accidents, no slips, no trips, no falls. Now, I did see a lot of like backstage footage over, I think it was on TikTok or maybe Twitter, of her backstage at the awards, and she's just walking around very chill, and I loved it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And had she had like a big heavy dress on, it's like a whole entourage of people having to escort her around.
No, it was good, a good moment. So that was for Hollywood Unlocked. They had the Impact Awards.
Yes, and then I don't know what any of that is, but if they invite Mariah and she arrives, then I'm down for it.
It must be a thing.
So Shout out to them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that was a fun moment.
That was a fun moment, but even more fun moment came just days later at the BET Awards.
Yes.
Now, if you have been listening to this program, this podcast, we have been talking about Mariah needing to perform Big Energy with Lotto. We've been wanting it on the Saturday Night Live. We've been wanting it on the Billboard Music Awards. We've been wanting it every day, all day. And we've been wanting a music video. But what we did get served up was a very special surprise appearance by Mariah doing Big Energy remix with Lotto at the BET Awards, and I could not be happier.
It was a gaggy moment.
Girl, gagged. Where shall we start? Shall we? Well,
let's start with let's start with the fact that we had no inkling that it was even happening.
Yes. Now, and it's just so random, and I love these big surprise moments.
Yes,
I love it. Now, I did hear whispers that Mariah may be attending.
Where'd you hear that?
Well, online.
Oh, I missed all that.
Oh, see, I was not paying too much close attention, and somebody had like name slipped her as they were walking the red carpet. So then like people started talking.
Oh, in the moment.
Yes. Like it was like sort of in the moment. Like somebody, I think it was Tamar Braxton was interviewing somebody. Couldn't tell you who they were. I don't remember. But she said, "Oh, who are you excited to see?" And they said Mariah. And she's like, "Don't say that."
Who said don't say that?
Tamar. And she like went to cover his mouth. She's like, "Oh, don't say that."
The journalist knew.
Tamar was the journalist. She was the...
What?
Girl!
When did that happen?
No, she was like one of the red carpet reporters or something, I think. But yeah, she was asking him, and then she was like, "Oh, no, don't say that." I think that's what happened.
Oh.
Yes. But again, because I was like, "Oh, Mariah's not there, girl. Girl, Mariah's not coming out the house." But lo and behold, she did. And it was a huge surprise for all of us. Now, when Lotto performed, she did sort of like a medley of her songs.
Right.
That first song,
Boss.
is something.
Whatever it is. It's on the album. It's good.
Yeah, it's on the album, girl.
Yes.
Listen to it. But then I was like, oh, well, if Mariah were going to be here, she'd be doing it. But I didn't know it was a mashup. But then when they went into Big Energy, girl.
It got sus.
Absolutely. We knew it was happening. I knew it was happening.
Yes. Also, I loved that instead of the other guy, they brought out Young Dirty Bastard.
Oh, my God. Amazing.
Yes, because
Right?
I forgot that he was doing that act. I forgot that he was called himself Young Dirty Bastard.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, wow, that's cool that he's here. Yeah.
I mean, it really all sort of fit. It was like the perfect moment.
It was.
It was. Everything was how it should be. And I'll also say overall, because I watched the entire award show, it was really good because there were generations of artists there. You know what I mean? They were doing I guess a tribute to P. Diddy or Puffy, whatever they call him now.
Yeah.
And he had so many people. Lil' Kim, Mary J. Then we have people like Brandy. We have Mariah, obviously. And so it's all these sort of legendary people or longtime acts, very, well known. And then we have all these younger new people like the Lottos. So at the end, when she handed the flowers, I feel like they were doing that kind of baton passing from one generation to the next, the entire show for a lot of the artists, a lot of the performances sort of like had that respect there. So this was perfection.
Yes. Mad at them because they dissed Lil Nas X.
Okay. Yes, I know the whole drama with the Lil Nas X, didn't get nominated, didn't get invited, all this.
That was bad.
That was bad. But they tried saving themselves because they did like that whole Billy Porter voguing thing. So they were trying to be like, inclusive. But girl.
Well, he said that they were mad at him because he kissed one of his dancers last year.
Yes. And now he's
that bent you out of shape.
And isn't BET the same people who were doing that to Love B
Yes,
Scott years ago?
They are those people.
They are those people. So we should not be surprised.
No.
However, we love that they love Mariah and all of that.
Yes.
But
Speaking of Mariah, let's circle back to that. Okay, let's talk about the performance, Mariah's performance.
Yes. So the opening for Mariah, iconic.
Lotto does her line, "Got Mimi" on the remix. And then she steps aside and we get the silhouette moment.
Yes, we love a silhouette moment.
Okay, now this is where the trickery was good because I'm looking at it thinking, is that really a silhouette and there's some sort of special effect butterfly thing that's happening? Or is that all like just a video screen?
I think it was all video screen, but it was very lifelike. It was very well done.
Because she seemed to be in sync with it behind the stage when the screen went up. Her arm was in sync with it. That's why.
I mean, yes, girl, because that's the whole trick of it.
I was fooled.
Supposed to be.
Listen, I've been fooled by it.
No, but I think it was definitely like a video effects and whatnot. But yeah, you want it to seem like it's real. You want it to have that ethereal sort of Mariah-ness to it. And
it was good.
It was so good.
Yes.
It was so good. And the crowd, when that screen rose up and she was actually there, oh, the crowd went wild. Oh, they were loving it. They were absolutely loving it.
People love Mariah.
I don't know why people are out here acting like they don't love Mariah when they love Mariah.
I know.
They love Mariah, so stop trying to act like you don't love Mariah.
I know. So that happened. So that was a gaggy reveal.
Yes.
Fun.
Now she comes out in this gorgeous gown. When the gown is
It's a good
right,
gown. That was a good gown.
When the gown is right, the gown is right.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was a Dolce & Gabbana gown, and I think they called it like a liquid gold.
Oh.
So I think it was velvet.
Black velvet.
Black velvet with like a liquid gold, whatever that material was. But it was lined in gold, and then the train was like this beautiful golden color.
Mm-hmm.
Delicious.
Yeah, but if you notice, that was the vibe of the whole performance. Lato's in the same look. Black velvet and gold, and the dancers too.
Yes, absolutely.
That was the whole theme.
Yes, but Mariah looked more fabulous than all of them.
Yes, she did. She did.
No, everything was good. The whole staging and production of the overall performance was amazing, even outside of Mariah's part. But yes, honey, she came in there and she was the queen that she is.
Yes, and live high notes.
Oh, I think the mic was on, honey.
On. Okay,
all of it.
Well, here's my complaint, as always, not enough. I wanted more.
I know. It was sort of a short performance, but...
Sort of a short?
Well, I guess it was less than a minute. Was it less than a minute?
I feel like less than a
minute.
Yeah.
It could have been, but again, to me, I feel it was more about the impact, and having that like crowd go wild moment.
Yes.
That surprise moment. It was more about that than it was, Mariah being there for the whole song and doing whatever, her 2 or 3 verses or 2 or 3 choruses or whatever. It was about the impact, and I think they pulled it off beautifully.
It's true, and it's TV. But, I just want more out of that. Because
you know us, we're never satisfied.
Never satisfied, but we had Young Dirty Bastard there. Why didn't we do a fun little, what you're going to do when you get out of jail? I'm going to do a remix. Like, do something with that.
Yeah.
He's around.
I agree. There's so many great things.
Lato and him could have been doing a back and forth. Like, we could have been doing fun things.
So many fun things. But let me tell you, I was having fun when I was watching it. So it was still good. It was fun. It was all good fun. But yes, I was loving the high notes.
Loving the high notes.
Yes, all of it. And the flowers. And then they just, when Lato came over at the end and Mariah was like, you sing, yes, girl, you're here too. All of that kind of stuff. I thought all that was really cute. And like sort of like that ending moment when they sort of, gave a hug to each other. So cute.
Cute.
I love that they love each other.
I'm enjoying Lato a lot.
Yeah. I'm warming up to her.
Yeah.
I'm warming up.
Yeah. She's fun.
Yeah, she's out here doing it. I mean, she also won...
Best New Artist.
Yes. So that was a big thing for her as well. Did you see her speech and her big old earring had fallen off?
I didn't see the speech.
Oh, girl. Well, it was a cute speech. She started crying, all that stuff. But she had these big old hula hoop earrings.
Oh, yeah.
Girl, the earring was just falling. Girl, I mean, huge. And it just fell right off. She's like, oop, there goes my earring. Yeah, girl, we noticed.
Did you like Lizzo's opening?
Oh, Lizzo was fun too.
She's fun, right?
I think there were a lot of great performances, actually. There were a lot. I don't normally watch the BET Awards unless somebody I know. And usually, most award shows, I just go and I watch the performances on YouTube. But this one, I actually sat and watched the whole thing. And I was very, very happily entertained. The show was a little long, but I loved it. I loved it all. There was good moments.
I think they're making a comeback.
Yeah. Well, I think like
High ratings.
a lot of the performances were just good production. You know what I mean?
They were.
So, oh my God. And then Brandy came out.
Brandy was there.
Oh my God, there's so many good things. But then what about there was like a lot of sort of like audience footage where Brandy and Tamar were talking about, oh my God, did you see Mariah? Did you see Mariah? Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, girl. And then Brandy like pulled out she's like, I gotta call her. I love it. I love that Brandy is just like so gaga over Mariah. It's amazing. But then did you see that Tamar was like, oh yeah, I got me a butterfly in my purse.
Oh, that fell from the sky.
Yes, because all the butterflies, which were giving us very much the Adventures of Mimi tour.
I have one too.
Yes, girl, we all got the butterflies. Yeah. But I love that Tamar was like, yep, I snatched me some butterflies and put it in my purse. I was like, girl, you crazy just like us.
Hey, speaking of Brandy,
yes.
What do you think of her getting signed to Motown?
Good for her. Absolutely. Brandy's out here doing it, honey.
Well, then it just turned me into thinking, is that where we want Mariah to end up? On Motown? Eventually. Later.
Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends. If she can take her whole catalog with her, which I think she could.
The whole catalog.
But I don't know. For right now, I think she's good where she is, but...
Yeah, let's not be upsetting.
Yeah. No. Don't be upsetting any labels. Don't make any drastic moves. No, I'm happy and I'm looking forward to new Brandy music as I always am. So good for her. Yes. But the BET Awards had like such big ratings. It was like one of the best rated shows of the night.
Yes.
Overall. And I think it had a lot to do with, Mariah. And like all these legendary acts being there.
Yes.
Yes. So I think that's how you'd put on a good award show. I will say it was very entertaining. So very happy about it.
Yes, it was.
Yes, indeed. And Mariah's back on the stage, girl.
I know. All right, I think we need to wrap this up.
Yes.
We want to know what you think about the BET Awards.
Yes.
Did you love it, not love it? What were your highlights, lowlights?
All of that.
All of it. Hit us up in the comments section on YouTube. And while you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe on our channel. Also follow us on your favorite podcast app because it helps the show grow, recommends it to other people.
All that good stuff. And if you want to help support the show on Patreon, you can do that as well. Just go to patreon.com/The Mariah Report. And for as little as $5, boom, you can get all of it. Behind the scenes, in front of the scenes.
All the scenes.
The kitchen table talk, all of it.
Cancel anytime as well. Come and go, do whatever you want, but it helps us out, paying the bills, etc. And there's a brand new perk. We're now uploading the raw tape.
Yes, the whole thing from beginning to end.
You get the pre-show, this episode without ads, ad-free, and then there's no editing. So you just hear us chit-chatting, doing whatever.
Yes, all the stuff from behind the scenes.
I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're trying it out. So go head over to Patreon if you want to hear that.
Yes, and as always, we will be back next week. Hopefully we get some more Mariah moments in these streets.
You never know these days.
Shocking and surprising. Any minute, any day.
Thanks for listening.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
The Mariah Report is produced and edited by Dan Enriquez and Martin Burgess. Hosted by Dan Enriquez and Martin Burgess. Graphics created by Sean Marks. Theme music created by Ereezy Beatz. Thank you to the listeners who support the show on Patreon. If you'd like to show your support or for more information, visit the show notes in your podcast app.